my friend. Today we're going to be playing a C9. And it's going to have a little backstory explanation, but this should help. It's going to be underneath 3 minutes, and you're going to learn something valuable and fun about music. My name is Wago. I love music. If you love this channel, please subscribe. Put something cool. If you're a musician, become a member. Support my dream by supporting me. When we play a C and we see a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, those are the first 7 notes, and then the octave, the do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That P8, if you go above that 8, you get a 9. Well, what's right after C? D. Anytime we go above that P8 or the octave, we must put in another variable. Why? We want to have really stable chords. When we have a 1, 3, 5 and we stack it, that's just called tertiary harmony. It allows us to hear 2 dyads, which form a triad. That stable foundation is either called a major chord, a minor chord. We could also have a diminished chord. The whole idea is, and an augmented chord. The whole idea is all music is based off those 4 chords. So if you can learn a construct on how to manipulate your 1, 3, and 5, you're going to be golden, pony guy and or girl. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to be playing a C, and we're going to be playing a G, and then we're going to be playing a F, and then we're going to move this F shape right above it to get a C9, to an A dominant, to a D minor. I'm just joking. I'm throwing a lot of chords out here. The whole idea is it's going to build a lot of tension no matter where you put the C9. Why? You've got a stable foundation chord, which gives you this, and it's not just an add 9, which would also be pretty. A little bit happier. And I think that adding in this D down on the bass and then putting in the minor 7th builds that tension. That is the whole point of having a minor and or major. If you did this, it would be called a different chord because you'd be using the major 7th of the key of C, and then you would be putting it in D. This simply would become a G6 or an E minor 7. There's lots of ways to name chords, though. They don't just have 2 names. Getting down to brass tacks, I would love to hear anybody playing a progression, even if you're doing like a simpler progression like a G major, A minor, B minor, C, G major, A minor, B minor, C9. It's a fun way to end a song on something that builds tension too. You don't always have to go plagal. You know, if we're doing the key of G, you'd be like, or if you're doing a PAC, perfect authentic cadence, you'd be like, yeah, na 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 yeah. A lot of songs end this way. Every so often you'll hear a deceptive cadence, which if we're in the key of G would be like, na 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 na. It would end on the relative minor. There are many, many different ways to look at songs, analyze them for form, and understand cadences. But as far as today, maybe the next time you're playing a song and you're looking for something cool to end your tune on, it could be a 9 chord. No matter what key you're in, it's going to build tension. Every time you play it somewhere, it has the same effect. Interesting. I hope today's chord of the day was wunderbar. If you're trying to put it in something you're playing, maybe go for a chord expression. Find the key of C and then replace that chord. In this progression, we're simply going to be playing a, let's see here, how about like a G major to an A minor 7 to a B minor 7 to a C sus4, C. And then G again. This time we're going to do the same thing, but we're not going to go to the sus. We're going to go straight to the C9 here. Kind of feels like something Pink Floyd would do. If you enjoyed today's chord of the week, subscribe, put something cool in the comment section, and be my friend, my friend.